One of the biggest myths of the First World War is that everyone believed that the war would be over by Christmas and the soldiers would be home, but this isn't true. Many people on the British side, the German side, Austrian-Hungarian side, the Russians, the French knew this would be a long war. On the outbreak of the First World War, you've got massive celebrations in London, Berlin, dreaming of a victorious war and a quick one. And in Paris, for example, you've got massive celebrations with the dream of recapturing Alsace-Lorraine from Germany. On the build-up to the First World War, there's a lot of fatalism, especially in the press, with the fear of war, and especially a lot of politicians and statesmen who understand if war breaks out in Europe, it'd be one of the worst wars in history. Lord Kitchener, one of the most important British figures of the First World War, knew the war was going to be a long war. His original plans was his volunteer army to be ready by the middle of 1916. How this didn't happen, and many of these soldiers had to be rushed to the front. And of course, you've got Lloyd George in September 1914 making a speech how the war is going to be a hard war and a long one. In the years building up to the First World War and on the outbreak of the First World War, Germany felt that the backs were being pushed on the back of a wall and they had to fight. And they knew that they had to knock out France quickly because the Entente powers should have more resources and manpower than Germany had, and Germany would struggle to fight a two-war front against these forces. It's also important to note that on the build-up to the First World War, there's a lot of fatalism in German newspapers as well.